It's the first day of school at Ntinda School for the Deaf and Blind. Here, unlike other schools, the new pupils have already gotten accustomed to the environment at this school. Many of them can be seen playing, getting used to the atmosphere, reminiscing with study materials after being home for a long time. Teachers here were seen eagerly waiting for their learners to arrive at the school, and some of the parents we encountered were either looking for admissions while others were bringing back the pupils to school. Hitham Chigozi is a deaf pupil. According to Chigozi's mother, stigma is still a challenge their son faces, but that hasn't stopped her from supporting her child.
I feel bad. The people was laughing at me. Because the child doesn't hear.
She adds that she finds communication challenging as she has limited knowledge on sign language.
Tukola sign language tuberewa kano mtume ebintu naye natuka kusomero ne bangamba ezo ziba zaawaka azitegeera nyangu lwansonga zaawaka naye waliwo n'ezo kusomero nange zembeera nina okusoma ng'omuzadde.
Dori Nambuya, a teacher at Ntinda School for the Deaf, says it will be complicated at the start since students have forgotten the little they acquired years back.
And as they've come back, they don't know anything. Even the language some of them had attained has gone totally. So we have to go back to the basic signs and bring them on board.
Nambuya adds that government has mainly focused on the normal children, leaving out the blind and deaf. Most of the study materials put in place during the lockdown, such as TV lessons, did not favor the blind, while radio classes also did not favor the deaf.
Radios and televisions to help children learn while using TVs and radios. But it didn't help our children because for them, they don't hear. So yes, they could watch maybe TV, but it can't help them because those people were not using signs when teaching.
Some of the teachers revealed that students will need to learn the basics of sign language.
The students go out, they lack communication. So now that they have come back, they have forgotten everything. So we are going to begin afresh.
Juliet Mary Tumuhaire, the head teacher of Ntinda School for the Deaf and Blind, says however much they are excited about learners returning back to school, there is still a lot that needs to be done.
I also expect hectic work because we have lost a lot since the schools closed, and now we are worried how we are going to start on the new curriculum for the year when we never covered the previous curriculum.
Just like the teachers, she says learners forgot everything, hence the need for patience. She now wants government to accord them support by increasing the number of teachers.
So you find that a child who is deaf blind needs one-on-one teaching, and that child, the hand of the teacher must be on the hand of the child so that the child is able to do some work, whether it is beading, whether it is writing a certain letter, because we don't have the braille, and the braille mostly are used by children who are blind. But here we don't have the braille even in a place. Maybe the hands would be touching the braille and doing the work. But remember, they don't even hear. So the work is too much on the teacher. So we need the manpower so that we are able to manage all this teaching and learning of our learners.
For now, more pupils have continued to report to different schools during the reporting week. Story compiled by Lucky Atohaire Ibinjira for CTV PM Edition.